Hey everyone, Bob Lutz, Paul Suellentrop here in Omaha at the NCAA Tournament. The day before, always an interesting day. You get all the coaches, all the players talking about stuff they don't want to talk about really, but we ask a bunch of questions. What have been your impressions so far?
I think one of the things that jumped out to me was how enthusiastic Indiana was about Wichita State's rebounding and about their kind of Wichita State's physical ability, physical strength. Obviously, that's made a big impression on Indiana from their film study.
Yeah, Tom Crean was impressed by the Shockers, no question about it, but we hear that from every coach. I'm surprised they picked out rebounding as the big thing because, as we've seen, Wichita State doesn't always rebound.
Yeah, and as the Shockers said, this is a good rebounding team. It's not a great rebounding team, which is usually what Wichita State is. But obviously, from Tom Crean's perspective, it's something he's very concerned about.
Well, we've seen some weird stuff already. Iowa State loses, Baylor loses, a couple 3 seeds from the Big 12. It's crazy to try to predict this thing.
Yeah, obviously that's the fun of it. It took about 6 hours of basketball games, and already the apple carts are upset.
There's no doubt in my mind, and the longer we approach this game, Indiana's going to be a handful, especially if they shoot the basketball. That's their strength. The strength of the Shockers is to be able to keep people from shooting the basketball, especially on the perimeter. Does that defense win over Indiana's really good offense?
I think most of the time it appears that Wichita State maybe has the more consistent team. You can count on that defense, but basketball is a game. If you make shots, it covers up a lot of other things, and Wichita State will need to play really good defense.
Are we going to get through this video without even mentioning the possibility of a Wichita State-Kansas game? Nobody wants to talk about that here.
No. Wichita State players did a really nice job of deflecting, and Greg Marshall did too. I'm sure they've all been coached and schooled, and Wichita State players are pretty calm, pretty mature. They're handling the situation really well, I think.
Given what's happened with the Big 12, you have to consider at least that New Mexico State's a threat, although I somewhat discount that. And maybe that's because I saw them earlier in the year against Wichita State. They just did not look like a team that can win at this level.
No, I think it will be a big surprise if KU is not there on Sunday. And I mean, obviously by their seeding, that's the way it will probably go.
Well, we're looking forward to it. Shockers, Indiana. Tomorrow about 1:45. Kansas plays the early game here at 11:15 against New Mexico State. We'll see you then.